weekend football review and analysis. Match day 2, by football, for life. The second weekend of the season was everything fans could have hoped for. Drama, shocks, statement wins, and a few nightmares for those on the receiving end. From the Premier League to League Two, we saw tactical brilliance, devastating attacking displays, and early signals of who might set the tone for the season ahead. Premier League. Power shifts. Shock defeats and ruthless Arsenal, Manchester City 0-2 Tottenham Hotspur. The Etihad has seen some seismic results in recent years, but Spurs continue to be Pep Guardiola's kryptonite. Under Thomas Frank, Tottenham produced a near-perfect display. Disciplined at the back, lightning quick on the counter, and utterly ruthless when mistakes came their way. Johnson's VAR-approved opener set the tone. Before James Trafford's horrible mistake gifted Joel Palhinha a second just before the break. Despite Guardiola unleashing Rodri and Foden in the second half, City looked blunt, lacking both rhythm and sharpness. Spurs, meanwhile, left Manchester with swagger and 3 points, and suddenly look like genuine dark horses. Arsenal 5-0, Leeds United. If Tottenham showed tactical mastery, Arsenal showed unrelenting ruthlessness. This was the Emirates at full throttle. Goals, drama, and a glimpse of the club's future. Judy and Timber, outstanding at both ends, scored twice, while Bukayo Saka dazzled before limping off in what could be a worry for Mikel Arteta. Victor Jakirs, the £64 million striker, got off the mark with a brace. And 15-year-old Max Dolman stole hearts with a fearless cameo, winning the stoppage time penalty that capped the rout. Leeds, spirited in their opener, were completely outclassed here. Arsenal, meanwhile, look, the most balanced side in the league so far. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Liverpool 4-2 Bournemouth. The champions weren't at their best. But goals from Makeda Kagakpo, Kiza, and Salah proved they still know how to get over the line. Nottingham Forest 3-1 Brentford. Forest showed cutting edge, while Brentford's defensive lapses were punished. Sunderland 3-0 West Ham. The Black Cats stunned the Hammers with energy, intensity, and ruthless finishing. Burnley 2-0 Sunderland. Vincent Kompany's rebuild is showing green shoots. Chelsea 0-0 Crystal Palace. London derby with little bite but plenty of frustration for the Blues. Takeaway. Arsenal look frighteningly good. Spurs are tactically sharp under Frank. City's stumble reminds everyone this title race may not be straightforward. Championship. Coventry run riot. Leicester march on Coventry City 7-1. Queen's Park Rangers the story of the weekend. The Sky Blues were unstoppable. Haji Wright, Jack Rudoni, and Victor Torp all netted twice in a demolition job that left QPR humiliated. Frank Lampard's men have now scored 12 in 2 games. And combined with news of the club securing their stadium, there's a real sense of momentum in Coventry. For QPR, this was a horror show of defensive errors, poor organization, and little fight. Julian has serious work ahead. Leicester City's perfect start, the Foxes ground out a professional 1-0 win away at Charlton. It wasn't spectacular, but it was the type of result promotion campaigns are built on. Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough also caught the eye with a sharp 2-1 win at Norwich. Other key results. Hull 0-3 Blackburn. A clinical Rovers display. Swansea 1-1 Watford. A tight affair with wasted chances on both sides. Birmingham 1-0 Oxford United. A gritty home win to keep upward momentum. Takeaway. Coventry and Leicester already look like the teams to beat. QPR may be in for a very long season. Scottish Premiership. Business as usual at Celtic. Drama at Tynecastle. Celtic 3-2 Livingston. Sharp, clinical, and dominant. Exactly what's expected of the champions. Hearts 3-2 Motherwell. A wild 6-goal thriller, filled with defensive lapses but rich in entertainment. Kilmarnock 0-0 Dundee. A goalless draw that won't live long in the memory. Takeaway! Celtic continue to set the standard. Hearts and Motherwell, meanwhile, reminded fans why Scottish football is never short on drama. League One! Cardiff and Mansfield impressed. Cardiff 1-0 Luton. A statement away win built on defensive grit and sharp counters. Mansfield for 1, Leyton Orient, a ruthless attacking display from the Stags. One to watch this season, AFC Wimbledon 2-0. Barnsley Wimbledon continued to punch above their weight. Huddersfield 1-0. Stevenage, professional. Nothing flashy, but 3 big points. Take away! Cardiff and Mansfield look the pace-setters in a wide-open league. League 2. MK Dons and Swindon lead the charge. MK Dons 2-1 Newport. Composed, clinical, and looking like promotion candidates already. Swindon 2-1 Shrewsbury. A gritty home win that kept momentum alive. Barrow 2-0 Colchester. Sharp finishing proved decisive. Barnet 1-0 Cheltenham Barnet. Strong start continues as Cheltenham stumble. Takeaway MK Dons and Swindon are setting early markers, while Cheltenham look worryingly flat. Weekend themes tactical brilliance. Spurs expose City's fragility with precision counters. Attacking firepower. Arsenal, Coventry, and Mansfield delivered ruthless attacking football. Emerging contenders. Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester, and Celtic look early favorites. Defensive fragility. QPR, Brentford, and Cheltenham showed vulnerabilities that could define their seasons. Football is only 2 weeks old, but the narratives are already writing themselves. Champions humbled, new heroes emerging, and dark horses galloping into view. If this is just the start, we're in for a breathtaking season.